and welcome to a fresh episode of the program Last Week in Nigeria. My name is Emmanuel Oriowo. Last Week in Nigeria is a program designed to bring you highlights of the headlines that made the news last week in Nigeria. Let's begin this way. Last Week in Nigeria will begin with the Daily Independent newspaper. It was reported in the news concerning the recovery of our Naira, and it captions it this way. On the front page, experts worried over Naira recovery say it's artificial cosmetics. Still also on the front page of the Daily Independent, we have the story. Atiku alleges Calabar Highway project is shrouded in secrecy. That's the way the front page of the Daily Independent captions that particular story. From the front page of the Leadership newspaper, we have this one. 54 listed companies failed to pay dividends in 5 years. And this one says, fresh concerns as cotton industry remains comatose. The Vanguard newspaper has this one. Petrol, oil marketers propose 550 naira per litre price to Dangote. The Nigerian News Direct has this one on the front page, and it says, LP leadership crisis. NLC convenes stakeholders meeting, vows to displace Abure. The national economy, we have this one on the front page. Petrol refining in Nigeria, second highest globally, concerning the operational inefficiencies. That's the way the national economy captions it on the front page. And this one on the Nature's News, we have it on the front page. It says, Wike Lords CCECC as Tinubu sets to flag off Abuja light rail. The Daily Trust newspaper has this one on the front page. Nigerians in UAE stranded over work permit, visa ban. Tariff hike, electricity workers threaten to withdraw services. That's on the front page of the New Telegraph as reported last week in Nigeria. The Daily Sun newspaper has this one. Battle for control of PDP intensifies. Governors align against Atiku. That's on the front page of the Daily Sun newspaper. Still on the front page, we have this one. Alleged fraud. Ex-Governor Buhari's minister on the run. To where? Well, the Abuja Enquirer has this one. Abuja tops Band A users nationwide. Anti-party activities. PDP in dilemma over Wike orders. That's how the front page of the Daily Times newspaper captions it. And this one says the metrics. Electricity tariff increase. Falana fires federal government. The Guardian newspaper. Naira nears 1,000 naira to $1 as CBN policies stress test banks unlock liquidity. This day newspaper has this one on the front page, and it says presidency chastises Atiku over remarks on Lagos Calabar Highway. Above the nameplates, we have this one on the front page of this day newspaper. Finance Minister FG has paid 4.8 trillion naira of Ways and Means advance. And below the nameplates, we have this one. End of confrontation in Edo State as 38-year-old new deputy governor is sworn in. You recall that last week in Nigeria, it was reported that Philip Shuaibu, the former deputy of governor of Edo State, was fired by way of impeachment using the instrumentality of the legislators and their powers. Platform Times has this one. NNPC faces $3 billion backlog on fuel payment. And this one says, Better Edugate, EFCC recovers 30 billion naira, probes 50 bank accounts. It appears it's not over yet with the Edugate. If 30 billion naira is being recovered again last week in Nigeria, and 50 banks are being probed. The Daily Independent also brought us this one. Nigerian banks, loan environment still toxic. Analysts lament. Nation newspaper has this one. CBN steps up measures to strengthen Naira against the dollar. Vanguard newspaper has this one. Woes for forex dealers as CBN cuts BDC rates to 1,117 naira to $1. That was reported by the Vanguard newspaper last week in Nigeria. Okwama, March 14 killers, war military fatigues, says eyewitness. Leadership newspaper, gunmen kill 154 military police officers in 1 year. That's a total review of the killings of our security agencies. The Nigerian Tribune has this one: 60 PDP reps threaten to quit party, want Damangun out. That story is common to most of the papers as reported last week in Nigeria. 60 House of Rep members are threatening that they will leave the party. New Telegraph has this one: Emirates will resume flights to Nigeria before June. Is a statement credited to Keyamo, who is the Minister of Aviation. The Guardian newspaper has this one: 179 million Nigerians in dire straits lack access to potable water nationwide. On the Eid celebration, as reported by the Nation newspaper, let's rebuild together Nigeria. President urges Nigerians. That was in his Salah message as released last week in Nigeria. Of course, we congratulated all the Muslim brothers and sisters for the Salah celebration, Eid al-Fitr. Say Eid Mubarak after the completion of the whole month of Ramadan fast. The Daily Times newspaper has this one: Kano government to arraign Ganduje April 17. What's going on there? Concerning the bribery video that trended while he was in the saddle. It appears it's not over yet. The Daily Courier has this one: London to Lagos, foreign airlines wage price war against Air Peace. That has been trending for days now, and it was reported by the newspapers last week in Nigeria. The Daily Trust newspaper has this big bold caption on the front page, and the banner headline there is saying, CBN sacks 50 more staff. Seems to be the bad time for staffers of the Central Bank of Nigeria. You recall that directors were also relieved of their appointments. Now we have 50 staffers who have been asked to go home. The Guardian newspaper: victims await 1.7 billion naira compensation from 25 states 3 years after. That's concerning the NSAS report probe panel, and they're saying victims are yet to get their compensations. Chibok parents renew moves for rescue of abducted daughters. That's the way the Daily Sun newspaper captions the banner headline. Black Wednesday, tragedy taints Eid celebrations in Lagos. That's on the front page of the Nigerian News Direct as reported by the newspaper last week in Nigeria. The Nigerian Tribune has this one: CBN intensifies Naira defense. Foreign reserves deplete by $595 million in 1 month. That's it on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. And of course, for the entertainment gist that has to do with Bobrisky, we heard that he's still in detention. Of course, he was supposed to be in court, but due to the public holiday, well, we just hope that things will get better in his case, because tongues are still wagging and why he's still in the holding of the law enforcement agents who are asking questions. Don't forget that he's been charged for money laundering and abuse of Naira. Last week we also heard that they dropped the charges of the money laundering, except for the one of abuse of Naira. Of course, the video also trended concerning how and what led to that arrest as regards Bobrisky. And on a sad note, last week, the Nollywood industry suffered another loss due to the death of Junior Pope, who died in a boat that capsized while he was at work doing what he knows how to do best. We pray that the Lord Almighty will grant the family the strength and the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. And for some sporting gist, we have it on the Sporting Punch newspaper, Punch Extra, and it says, Paris, here we come. South Africa 0, Nigeria 1. Concerning our Falcons dealing with the Bayana ladies. And of course, the second leg took place also in South Africa. We just hope that we'll be able to do something great when we get to Paris this time around. So congratulations to the Super Falcons for making Nigeria proud. On behalf of all of us here, my name is Emmanuel Oriowo and the entire production team. We say thank you for being there. Don't forget to join us via our social media handles. You can just simply use the handle at Last Week in Nigeria on all the social media handles: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X, formerly Twitter. Don't forget to also log on to our website, www.lastweekinnigeria.com. But guess what? When you subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell so that you can at least have that notification of our subsequent episodes as they drop. Don't forget to like, share, and drop your comments on our page. Thank you very much once again for being there. My name is Emmanuel Oriowo, signing out on behalf of everyone here. Catch you next week. Bye for now.